Hey guys, how are we doing? It's Smart and Cliffe here with another video. Another day, another video, another t-shirt. It's a glorious sunny day actually in Hong Kong, which it hasn't been for the last couple, so that's good. Wanted to do something, again, a little different. I introduced my Maile lap steel in episode 12 of my guitars. But I played it through my guitar rig, it didn't sound its best. So what I've done is I've put together a rig for lap steel, which sounds perhaps a little overkill, but I had a load of spare gear that wasn't being used. So I've picked a few pedals and I'm plugged into my Ibanez TSA15 amplifier, set on 5-watt mode at the moment because it's a surprisingly loud little beastie. It's got a creamback neo in because that makes it lighter, but it's a great sounding amp. I've got it set. The tube screamer and the boost are both on, but the overdrive on the tube screamer is just below 9 o'clock, so it's nearly off. The tone is about 2 o'clock, the level is about 1 o'clock, and then on the amp itself, bass is straight up at 12 o'clock, treble at 1 o'clock, and volume just past 12. So that, with this guitar, just gives me but then I've put together a little pedal board that has a few things that were spare from different rigs. Surprisingly, 3 of them are bass pedals, and that kind of works because it's clean, and steel guitar is generally clean. So I've got my bass fuzz deluxe, my bass compressor, a tuner because you always need to be in tune, the MXR boost line driver, and a bass chorus deluxe, which and then a carbon copy. So it's giving me a range of tones that are kind of appropriate to the steel guitar. So let's have a quick run through them. So the first pedal is the Bass Fuzz Deluxe. Didn't like it on bass at all, was quite disappointed when I bought it, but it sounds great on steel guitar. I have it set quite dark with lots of dry and not a whole lot of fuzz coming through, but the fuzz itself is quite high, and it gives me this kind of tone. It's quite a noisy little beast, but compared with just adds a little bit of grit that I think is appropriate to this instrument. Next up is the bass compressor, which is exactly the same as the studio compressor, just white. And I use this, I've got the attack all the way up, so when I have this on, it's to get everything smooth. So it's grabbing the note straight away, losing the attack. I don't play with a thumb pick and finger picks, I just can't get the hang of it at all. But as a bass player, I've got pretty tough fingers, so I'm playing finger style, which is not the traditional way of playing, but I make no apologies for it. It's just the way that works for me. So that's the compressor, which I tend to leave on most of the time, except when I'm using the fuzz. If I put the fuzz and then the compressor on, that sounds really noisy and horrid. You'll hear the noise levels come up, and it actually gets quieter. the effect of the fuzz. So next up is a tuner, and it's a turbo tuner ST300 Mini, which is super quick, nice and small, so it fits on the board. It's just good to be in tune. And my low C has gone out. I thought something wasn't sounding right. Everything else is pretty good. Then the boost makes things louder. And just pushes the amp into breakup, which is cool. Even so, after the compressor, which I tend to leave on, pretty cool. I need to sort out some of these patch leads. It's getting noise. I don't like noise. Then the chorus just thickens things up a little bit. So that's pretty fun. And then the delay, I've got it set for about 3 or 4 repeats, but it's very subtle. And typically, quite often I like delay, so I'll keep the delay on quite a bit, and I'll keep the compressor on a bit, and then probably not touch the rest of the pedals most of the time I'm playing, but they just give me some options. So there we go, short and sweet. Obviously have some patch cable issues, which is unusual because they're Evidence Audio SIS cables, but yeah, stock pickup in this, I don't know what it is. It's just a dual rail thing. May swap it at some point, may not. It's probably not worth it on a guitar of this cost. May swap the tuners out at some point as well, because they don't hold tuning very well. But I am looking forward to restringing this guitar. My strings are in England, so I'll get them in a couple of days. Pedal board is an old Pedal Train Mini, and I've actually got 2 of the old style Voltos under there. So it's a battery powered pedal board. Only one is in use, the other one is a backup. The 2 fit, and it's always a good idea to have a backup if you're running off batteries. This amp, because it's so clean, works really well with the steel guitar. So yeah, it's a pretty simple rig. I didn't buy anything or add anything on to do this. This was all stuff that I'd had on previous boards, but it works. Hope that was of interest. Till next time, take care. I'll speak to you soon.